The big change can be felt by everyone. What if we are looking for the same thing, just in different areas of our life? Welcome. My name is Sybille, and I want to take a look today at the 55th gene key and the shift of the nodes. We are entering the eclipse season, and in short time we have a new moon in Pisces. So we are talking about the shift and the axis between Virgo and Pisces. And I want to take a look at each sign where this shift will happen in your own chart and what that means. In these times of change, often we experience dissolving or something. We experience this as something like chaos. And we have different possibilities to react to it and to work with it. And for me, the first thing we can act on is on our understanding and our knowing about what is happening in our life and what types of things are activated right now. And so the first thing I want to take a look at is the 55th gene key, because it is the container of all of our changes and all of our searching for something. And as Richard Rudd says, that we are all searching for freedom. And it's the freedom of suffering. And whatever you search for, is it for money, for love, for whatever, you search for freedom from suffering. And the one shadow that we have to face in this area of our life is we fear to not exist. We fear to not have a purpose. We fear to not being recognized. And this is the fear that keeps us in the place where we put ourselves in our own prisons. And it is shown by our own need to be validated. And the need to be validated is nothing else than that we need to know that we exist. If someone recognizes us, we have to exist, right? And so there is an addiction in this shadow that spoils into every area of our life. And to see this and how we can solve this problem, because we keep ourselves trapped in all of the wanting to be recognized. We get heavy and we are burdened by the things we hold on to, by the things that we experienced. And we even hold on to our own stories, what we experienced and how we suffered. And there is one thing that we have to understand, is holding on to suffering means that I have a reason to exist. Otherwise, in this area of freedom, I'm not attached to anything. I'm not attached to outcomes. I'm not attached to things. I can just let it go, because it is emptiness. Freedom is emptiness and holding on to nothing. And that is for our ego. I want to call it ego, but it's a little bit difficult, this word. It is terrifying for the ego. Transcendence is terrifying, because if we transcend and if we don't hold on to anything. That's a terrifying idea. And along our path, we are like searching for freedom. But the search is an ego thing. Freedom cannot be found. Freedom finds you. And that's an important thing. If we allow ourselves to let go of attachments and to relax into our fear of dissolving, then freedom can find us. It's what I talked about in Did You Have to Become Something? Freedom is the combination of being and being all of you. What you're supposed to be on this planet, because you had a reason to come here, to be something, to be, and to become something, and that is you. And that's why you came here. But our ego tries to put meaning on everything. And that's what we can work with, right? And so the cat is coming in the right moment to confirm what I'm saying. Stepping into freedom and stepping out of our own victimhood and our own victimization means that we let go of everything. That we allow ourselves to be on this planet and to be what we are supposed to be. To empty us out from all the attachments that we hold on to. The attachments to stories, the attachment to pain, attachment to suffering, attachment to change, to all of these things, right? All of these ideas of how change should happen, and allow ourselves to relax into the chaos that is happening right now. That is a big, big question. Can you do this? And can you allow yourself to step into the not knowing, into the non-attachment, and allow freedom to unveil itself? And so that was my intro, and I want to do a reading for all of these signs, and I will ask a couple of questions and I draw cards on them, and if you want you can skip ahead. I will put timestamps in the description so that you can find your reading quickly. And so yeah, I think that's it, and I thank you so much for being here and for liking and subscribing. That really helps the channel to grow, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, Pisces, to your reading. And so we want to take a look at the eclipse season and the new moon in Pisces. You are highly affected by the beginning of the end, and it's like dissolving of reality and stepping into the chaos and activation of the new. And it's useful to look where the nodes are in your chart, and as when you are a Pisces rising, it is in your first house. So the axis is in your first house and your seventh house. So the south node is in your seventh house. So it is about you and about your relationships, right? It's about the change and dissolving of things in this area. And what this is about, we will take a look by choosing Lenormand cards. And I see this one, and no. That's one. That's one. And this one. And we take astrology cards as well. I take this one, and I take this one. And we want to have a moon card as well. I guess that's this one. So we'll see what we are talking about in your area where your world will shift, right? And this seems to be about your vision and your vision for yourself and your vision for you being out there, courageous. It's about you showing up as the beautiful being that you are, and that is really absolutely connected to this north node in your sign. You really want to step into the you, right? Into the authentic expression of yourself, right? So I have to readjust these. So that is about you stepping into your authentic self and the dream and the vision that comes with it. And it is the confirmation that you will do this in time. So be patient about it. It's not a delay in a way. It's just allowing this to unfold in the right timing. And it's about the balance, right? It's about balancing your need to change and your need to express yourself, and find the balance with how you show up. And I feel that this feels a little bit like you allowing yourself to unfold. It's a little bit like allow yourself to really unfold the way you show up in the world. And it's the confirmation. The full moon in Cancer is a confirmation that an issue reaches a resolution in time. So it is about you solving a problem with yourself. Maybe it's about how you show up in this world, how you express yourself in this world. And it is the confirmation that this will lead into balance and into courage to show up. And this can mean that there was something that happened in your life that was about diminishing your ability to show up as yourself because someone didn't value you as much. And as I said in the intro about the 55th gene key, it's about victimizing ourselves, right? Keeping us away from freedom by holding on to our own suffering. And this is a confirmation that you will step into your own self to find the balance of you, between you and the outer world, and between you and your need for validation, because that is what comes here with as well, right? So step out of this place where you allow other people to tell you what your worth is, allow other people to tell you what you can do and what you cannot do, and to step away from this place where you victimize yourself by it. That's how you showed up, right? Because there was someone, and that feels like it, there was someone who dominated the thought about yourself, the perception of yourself, and how you show up in the way you do things, and how you approach things, and that you have to accomplish things, and all of these kinds of things. And you kept yourself in your own prison with it because you held on to it. And maybe it's the time now, but this is Chiron. Now it's the time to step out of this victimization, to heal yourself, to stop complaining and blaming other people for the things you didn't do, and step into the place where you do the things that you came here to do. And I think you are really on a beautiful pathway to create the abundance that you long for. And that is the Seven of Swords, showing us that there, and I want to show you the different sides of it. The Seven of Trees and the Seven of Swords. And it's like the knowing that the things that you sow are bearing their fruits, that you will have a harvest with the things that you do. And that is really beautiful, because it is showing you that there is something you can trust. And that is the ability to create yourself and to let go of this idea of someone else tells you. And that was just and I feel that this seems to be an area of your life where you were dominated, and this can be by masculine figures, right? This can be your father. This can be someone who shows up as a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be about gender, right? So that is about you not falling for it anymore, and stepping out of this dominating behavior that kept you in your place of believing that this is true. And this is the willow of the wisp. It is the treasures hidden in the shadow. And that is the now the balance that comes up with all the knowledge you gained through believing the things that people told you about yourself, and stepping into the frequency of yourself. Everything is frequency, right? The 55th gene key, the victimization, is a frequency. So you can step out of it and find the balance in love, like Libra does, finding the balance in bringing yourself into the situation and allowing yourself to express yourself in a situation, and to step out of this victimhood in complaining, blaming, and putting this on other people. It leads into your healing and into your ability to show up for your own vision. And the resolution of your issue will come. That is promised. What is supporting you in this journey? Now I will have this one, and it's your incorruptibility and your own fury. And that is a lot of energy, right? There is a lot of energy in this that is keeping you, and it's holding you in the right direction, right? And stepping into the queendom that you came here to be. And this is about the feminine, divine feminine energy, to own it for yourself and to step into the place where you know the way, you know. And it's incorruptible can mean even not corrupting yourself for the beliefs of other people, and being furious about it that other people try to dominate you. And that is the moment where you can see all the treasure and hidden treasures, where it is out in the open. It is shown now how this worked out. And now you step into yourself and into your ascendant, right? This is you. Stepping into you, creating from this place, and knowing all the shadow sides of it, and knowing the value in the shadows, and in this area where you are victimizing yourself, and where you don't step into the freedom, and now you do. And it can be a chaotic moment, right? Where we step into this place where we create a new life for us, and where we have to dissolve the one that is existing right now. So what is it that is dissolving in your life? Where is it that you experience the chaos that comes with being all of you? And this is the invitation to step fully into it, to surrender to this transformation, and not to allow other people to tell you what you can do and what you cannot do, because you will show them that you have the freedom, and that is the freedom of being you, not being attached to the outcome that other people validate you. And we'll see where this is leading right now, and what we have to know from the tarot deck. We'll see what this is about. And there is this healing process, right? Where we can see that the stories that we tell ourselves, that's about our mind and our thoughts, right? This is the mind and the thoughts that hold on to past pain. And it's an old pain. This heart isn't bleeding, right? And it's our thoughts cutting through this heart and keeping us in a kind of nightmare. And this is stepping out of this nightmare and being in collaboration with other people, celebrating your collaboration with other people, and celebrating your creation with it. And then stepping into your own success with shining your light as bright as you can. That is really beautiful, Pisces. That is, and I guess that this isn't an easy process, but it is a really successful one, because you step out of this victimhood. You step out of this old story that tells you that someone hurt you, someone did this, someone did that, and this is why you cannot do this. And you know that this is not the truth. We all know that this happens. Of course, it did happen. But to keep yourself in this victim place, that is what keeps you stuck. And now you decided to step into creation, to step into the new that comes with the Ace of Wands, to step into the celebrating and collaborating, being with other people, celebrating with other people. That is, and stepping into the celebration that comes with this kind of success. This is like a marriage, right? This is even can be stepping into the next relationship that comes your way, because it held you back. All the experiences that you had held you back to step into the next relationship of your life, because you kept yourself in this place of being the victim and being stuck somewhere. And this is the no, I'm not corrupting myself anymore. I am angry about other people did this to me, but I don't want to blame them at all. I want to take it for myself and to let myself be free from this own victimization that I held myself captive in. So that is the fury helped you, the fury about domination, the fury about what happened in your life, and then to realize at one point, wait a minute, I hold myself back in this moment. And then to step out of this blaming game, right? You are not into this anymore. Not blaming. It's not about you blaming other people. It's not about complaining. It's about doing the work, doing your creative work to step into the place of your celebration and shining your light fully, following the whale song, resonating with what you do. That's it. And then your issue reaches the solution, whatever that is, right? Whatever that is in your life. it will reach its resolution, because it is dependent on you. And that's lovely too. And maybe it's, maybe it's about, and I would say when I see this card, there are two people shining their light there, and it's really beautiful. Maybe it is really about your relationships and how you held yourself back from the abundance of being in relationship, of the abundance of healing yourself, and the abundance of resonating with other people. And now there is a big dream about that is leading into the freedom that you can choose again, and that where you are not held captive anymore by your own story and your own victimization. The courage of your love. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Your heart is strong enough to overpower old patterns. Surrender into love's sanctuary without conditionings or equivocation. You are not to give in to shaming stories that cast your regal, lion-like nature as the falsehood of victimization or powerlessness. Roar at such lies until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath. Assert the dignity of your own heart and soul. You cannot make it up. That is perfectly your card for this reading, Pisces. That is really beautiful, and you are on it right now, and you can step into this freedom and allowing the other things to dissolve and to stop victimizing yourself. That is really something that's really beautiful, and you will step into this next part of your relationship to yourself and relationship to other people, and allowing you to heal the past and to heal the pain and to release yourself from it. So thank you so much for being here, and you can see the cat just confirmed. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting this channel, and I really appreciate you being here, and thank you so much, Pisces, and I see you soon.